Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. Today is the 25th. Sorry, I'm buzzing. The 25th of July. It's Thursday. For me, it's my Friday because I don't work tomorrow. So I'm pretty looking forward to that, I can tell you. I want to say thank you to the people who've written to me too and offered to help out with the YouTube lives when we go live. They've offered to mediate for me, which will be really cool, and just make sure that nobody gets upset or comments inappropriately. They'll just delete them for me. So I've heard other people say that it's happened. I've never seen it because obviously they do remove people. So unfortunately, it's one of the I don't know, the glitches of YouTube is you always have people who are mean or nasty, which is really sad because we are spiritual creatures, and for a lot of us who are empathic, it can cut really deep when things are wrong. I don't know even at 61 whether I've really got to grips with that whole empathy thing. I had a spiritual teacher say to me I needed to learn to use compassion, not empathy. And that, even that's been a lesson, especially when it comes to children and small animals. Awful. So not even going to talk about that now. So if you're an empath, yes, things do tend to get to you a lot more than they do to people who are not empathic or don't have extreme empathy. Maybe that's the way to put it, because you want to have empathy. Everybody needs to have some empathy, some level. But anyway, I digress. I'm rambling. We are using the Shadowscapes Tarot, and let's get cracking. Alrighty, what's happening for Thursday? Okay, so I have the the 10 of Wands coming out. Sorry, they're little deck, and I can't always see the writing on them. I'm going to go and see if I can get them in a bigger deck. 10 of Wands, which is carrying great big burdens around with you. And always when I'm doing personal readings, I say to people, if you've got a bad back at the moment, because often when this card comes up, it actually is manifesting in your physical body. It means you've got a lot of trouble, pain, worry, situations on your back that you're carrying that you need to put down. So this is what's coming up for you at the moment. Now, behind that, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you could be an earth sign because it's a general reading. So as the readings flip-flop, this could actually be you, but it could be someone you're dealing with who's creating this discomfort for you. What I want to say is the Star is behind that. And behind that, we have the Death card. Very, very interesting. I'm going to go one more. Page of Swords. Okay. What's happening here is you've been carrying the weight of something around with you for a very long time. I don't think this has only just come about. You're about to close out a cycle here, and possibly on an earth sign. This is part of your natural progression. It's part of your pathway, and going through this healing will lead to some sort of transformation for you. The transformation talks of being more able to speak out, being more able to voice your feelings and thoughts here, because there's a possibility you could want to either speak up or send a message to someone regarding something that you've been stressing over. And it's more than likely an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but it could be someone who is very practical and down to earth, could be a little bit money focused, but someone who is very organized and strategic. So they may have these energies of the earth sign. I feel like you've carried some sort of burden around for too long about them. It could have been that you are, crazy passionately in love with them and carrying that burden, or it could be that you had some sort of breakup and you've never been able to sort of speak your piece about it. So we'll see what's going on. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands coming out here. Now, the Five of Wands talks of people in battle, but sometimes this can be an internal battle too. So you could have had some sort of issue with this person that led to a confrontation, or words that were said which, perhaps needn't have been said. But it can also mean that you in your own mind are going over this situation, trying to work out what to do about it. So it's sort of not so much about your thoughts, it's about what action to take. So, you know, do I go and do this? Do I not? Do I go and do this? Do I not? And you're giving yourself a headache. You're carrying all those wands here. Okay, Eight of Swords. So you are in a bit of a bind at the moment. The Eight of Swords talks about trying to get out of this sort of situation where you're stuck in your thoughts. You are blindfolded to the truth, but it doesn't matter here. You are completely imprisoned by this. Okay, we have the Six of Cups here. So it looks to me like it was something that happened in your past. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be romance. It can be family. You have a strong feeling it's something to do with family or friends, where some words have been spoken that people have regretted. And somebody wants to sort this out. Somebody wants to apologize for what happened, but they don't know how to approach you here. They're too stuck in their mind. So I really feel like this is the other person. So it's going backwards and forwards. Three of Pentacles coming in here. Somebody who wants to go back to working on some sort of relationship here that came to a head. Okay, the Magician is here. This is beautiful. So there is going to be some sort of resolution in the future. The person's trying to find out what tools they need to come forward. So, you know, is it a matter of they need to call you, turn up on your doorstep? What do they need to do to rectify this situation? We do have the Seven of Swords here. So this person could be having trouble speaking out about this. They may have done something that wasn't above board too. So there could have been something they've done which wasn't on the up and up. They could have had, if it's a relationship we're talking about, there could have been someone else involved. But this person needs to speak this truth and they can't move without it. They're stuck. That's why they're carrying around that Ten of Wands. Okay, we have the Four of Wands coming out. So they want some sort of stability here. They want to resolve an issue, something that they are unable to live with too. We do have the Devil coming out here, rightio. Okay, they feel bonded to the situation. Three of Wands. They want to move forward. They feel bonded to this and they can't move forward. Okay, and then we have the Two of Wands coming out here. Very clear story. I'm going to shake this up and put some more cards on it, just so I can work out who it is for you. There's someone here who's carrying around a large burden from their past. Now, again, this could be you or the other person. I feel that it's something to do with an earth sign. I also feel that this person wants to resolve an issue that's happened in the past where they haven't expressed themselves properly, or they've done something and they want to apologize for that. And they're trying to find a way to do that. This is something that is meant to happen because it's actually on the pathway. Okay, we do have the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups coming out here. So possibly it is romance for some of you. Someone can't live with this anymore. There have been real problems trying to get past it. I think somebody's in love with you here. And something happened in the past here that they just cannot get past. I feel like they're overthinking it. They're trying to find some way to come forward to try and bring some stability to the situation. But because the King of Cups, Ace of Cups has jumped out here, I'd strongly say to you, you could be dealing with someone who's come to terms with emotion and wants to express themselves. They probably wanted to do it a long time ago, but something stopped them from doing it because they're not speaking up here. And also here we have this Four of Wands, which means they want to bring some sort of stability in. And with the Three of Pentacles, maybe work on something. Possibly could be someone else was involved at the time and they were unable to say what they wanted to say. But they're on their way towards you. We do have the Devil card here, but I think the Devil card implies that they're bonded to this situation. So, you know, when you can't let something go, it just constantly drags and pulls at everything you do here. And I think they're bonded to this and they're unable to move forward here with the Two and Three of Wands. It's sort of saying that they're unable to move forward, and The 2 and 3 sort of add up to the 5 of Wands, which we've got in the beginning, which talks of them going backwards and forwards on a decision here. So they are on their way to you. I still will pull a couple of cards to clarify, though. Oh, okay, there you go. Justice and the Fool. And the Page of Cups. Rightio. So we have someone here who is definitely returning from your past. They want a brand new start here. They're determined to have a brand new start, and they are bringing a cup with them. So they're definitely in love with you, no doubt about that. Some of you will be dealing with water signs here, but obviously a water sign who's quite earthy because it's coming across very practical. So definitely coming back, definitely offering a brand new start, and it's coming with the cup in hand, so they're ready. It's very, very strong energy, so I don't think it's too far away for whoever's waiting for this return, this apology, whatever it is. For some of you, it will be family. Even though we have the King of Cups, Ace of Cups here, it's a strong feeling that you have a family member who feels this way and wants to resolve things. They can't move on in their life. They're having trouble. Oh, look at that. They're having trouble trying to get past this. It's holding them back. It's holding their energy back, and they can feel it. And so if it's playing on their mind all the time, they just want to resolve the problem here. So we have the card of completion here. And it says you have finished a cycle, which obviously you have, and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it's time to honour what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. So it talks about also not going back, not reliving what's happened in the past, not hanging on to past energy, being able to let the whole thing go here and having a fresh start, because that is what's best for you. So there you go. There's your What's Cracking. Thanks, guys.